Well, I made a mistake this morning. I woke up. Then on top of that, I decided, hey, it's cool out, so I'm going to start the truck and kind of warm up a little bit. It's down in the 40s. And I started the truck. When I did, I guess that draws the attention of a lot of people. And there was a guy there, comes over, and he says, hey, can you jump start my car? And I'm like, yeah, I guess. Figure ought to do that because one day it may be me sitting there. So I go over and I jump start him, and he's like, thanks, here, I don't have much money. I'll give you a couple bucks. I said, don't worry about it. I said, it looks like you're living in your car too. He said, yeah. He said, I got a job. I said, really, what do you do? He said, I'm a school teacher. I said, but he had all kinds of stuff in his car. And I said, so, you look like you're living in your car. He said, yeah, my wife threw me out. I was like, you're not a very good school teacher. First lesson you should have learned is you don't need a wife. And second off, if you are going to have a wife, don't have one big enough to kick you out. I'm thinking, oh, well, so you've learned a lesson. Maybe you can teach the kids that. But I was like, all right. So I got back in my truck and I moved back into my parking space, and I'll be dang if a girl didn't come up, start walking up, and I thought, what on earth? And she looked at me and she said, hey, she said, if you want to have a good time, we could do that for $50. I thought, hell, have you looked in a mirror lately? I seen better looking faces on a pirate's flag. I'm thinking $50. You better go down to the damn clearance rack and go for about $9.95. And I didn't say anything. I was trying to be nice. I said, well, honey, I think I got about $5. She said, well, for $5. I said, whoa, wait. I said, I don't even want to know, because now you're getting to a look and price ratio that might be worth thinking about. So I'm just like, here you go, take the $5 and go on your way. It's all right, honey. Oh my God. So all I can tell you is, if you're going to be like wanting to do meth when you get older, maybe you should make the money earlier in life and keep some of it, because she was going to have a hard time keeping a habit going looking like she did. But anyways, oh, bless her heart. Oh my God, it was crazy. So anyways, once again, I don't know if I've ever told any of you this. If you're going to travel, the best thing to do is, when you go to a parking lot, is either go where there's security, like at the Walmarts. Most of the time they do have security, not always, but there, or at least circle the parking lot once and do a bum check. Otherwise, you can guarantee something is going to happen no matter what. Somebody's going to, how they do it, I do not know, but it's just like they hone in on you. They say, well, that person there, car runs, gotta have money, gotta be jumper cables, gotta have everything. So I don't know. But anyways, that's the way my night is gone. It's like 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, well, forget it. I'm going to go wash clothes. There's an all-night 24-hour laundromat, so I'm taking advantage of it. Well, y'all have a good one.